it's Matt from the house, and I'm here with Brent from 686, and we're going to check out some of the gloves and mitts for the 21-22 season. All right, Brent, thanks for coming by. We got a lot of good options in gloves and mitts for the 21-22 season, and definitely got some really cool colorways too. So why don't you give us a little run through on what you've got to offer us here?
For sure, it's really cool to see the house, offering a lot of different gloves and mitts for everyone from us. This is a category that's been heavily developing within 686 for the past about 5 years, and it's been a really cool thing to be a part of because it's a lot of athlete feedback that goes into all of these new models. So we have 2 new models specifically that came from our team, and then we have some classic models as well.
It's the best way to do it.
Yeah, the first mitt is these 3 right here. Maybe you can hold up these ones.
Yeah.
And maybe these ones. So this
like
is called
these.
our team mitt, which is awesome. All 3 colors. Maybe you could hit them with that camera.
Pa-pa.
All 3 colors are available at thehouse.com. So this is the team mitt because it was designed with our pro snowboard and ski team. There's a Forrest Bailey Pro model right here. You'll see a lot of our team also wearing the white ones and the solar ones. The solar ones pop really well if you have a nice solid jacket. I just want to add a little flair to maybe a black outfit or something.
For sure.
But so this mitt, it's like a nice short gauntlet mitt. It's not too long as you can see here. It's got a nice wide cuff so your jacket can easily fit in there. Obviously you can pull it tight. It's got your vegan leather palm. It's got our sound touch over your finger and your thumb so you can work your phone.
And there's fingers in there too.
There is finger separators inside, and that's not the only thing inside. You can't really see it on camera, but it's got our merino wool blend inside as well. So something that is naturally heating and cooling that wicks moisture away very quickly. It's got obviously insulation inside of it, It's got less insulation in the palm than on the back of your hand, so you have more board feel, more ski feel, more pull feel. It's got our new secure strap. So it's nice, oversized, stretchy strap that goes around your wrist. You're definitely not gonna lose these on the chairlift, in line, in the woods, whatever's happening. So this is our team mitt.
One thing I like too about that merino wool that I know a lot of people have problems with is your hands getting stinky. And that's what's cool about merino wool too, is that it's naturally antimicrobial, so it actually helps keep your gloves from, not saying they're not gonna be stinky, but it's gonna help keep them from getting stinky.
Right,
too.
and this is a pair of gloves that our team, especially, our team in the Pacific Northwest, where you pretty much always have 2 pairs of gloves on you, one in your pack, one in your hands. They'll only go through like 1 or 2 pairs a whole season, whereas other gloves, they just tend to go through them really quickly. So this is made very durable. The merino wool keeps them from not smelling bad day after day after day. You can easily put 100 days on these gloves.
Nobody's gonna argue with that.
Going. So the next mitt we brought today that you can find at thehouse.com, plug, is the Goretex Smarty 3-in-1 mitt. So this is Goretex membrane throughout, obviously. It qualifies as a Gore warm mitt, so it hits their warm series. It keeps your hands toasty.
Super, super warm.
You'll see right away from the outside, it's a long gauntlet. It's got your adjuster across your wrist, which is nice because we add a little piece of elastic on the inside of the adjuster, so it does give you more flexibility when you're moving your hand around. And then there's a waterproof zip, which is a nice vent, or you can put a hand warmer in there as well, or I guess squirrel away anything else you need. And then this is our Smarty, which all of our Smarty pieces obviously come with a liner. So this comes with a nice merino wool glove liner as well. So you've got a nice, easy merino glove liner that you can wear kind of to the car.
Taking the dog out, getting the mail.
And then when it's really cold outside, put your hand in this, then inside your glove, and you just got a little extra warmth that comes through.
Awesome. So basically with this one, you've got a fully insulated glove. You've got a light insulated glove, or I shouldn't say light because it's still warm without the liner, but a little lighter insulated glove. And then you also have just a liner glove just for chilling in too.
Exactly. And of course it has our sound touch so you can work your phone on it.
Perfect.
It's got our pre-curved palm. So everything is pre-curved so that it's really easy to, I guess, grab things. Have a lot of finger dexterity in there.
Reduces some finger fatigue too, because not a lot of people realize, but this is the natural shape of your hand in its relaxed position. And if your glove is built straight and your hand is trying to get in that relaxed position, it actually can put some fatigue on your hands too. So that I don't think a lot of people realize how important having those pre-curved fingers on gloves and mitts actually is.
And then it's got nice pull tabs as well. So when you're pulling your glove on, It's got one on each side. So again, it just gives you a
hands
little
are
bit
sweaty,
extra
it's a little
leverage.
easier
Yeah,
getting
you know how hard it is when your hands are sweaty. You got a nice pull tab here.
Awesome.
And then you got one on the back as well that you can
Amazing.
yank on to get it on. As we go down the line, we got the old classics here. So that's our 2 new mitts for the year. And then we have our Goretex linear mitt. So this is a great value equation. It's one of the lowest priced Goretex mitts you'll find in the market right now. We actually make it in a mitt, or you guys actually carry it in a mitt, a glove, and a women's mitt, which you can show. And these are great. So it's a soft shell mitt with the Goretex membrane. This also qualifies for Goretex warm, so it's just a warmer fabrication. It's got sound touch, you can see on the palm and the thumb. It's got a nice pull adjuster on top of your wrist on the inside, so it's all internal cabling on the men's, and on the women's it's got a puller on top. And then you have your gauntlet tightener at the end as well.
Cool. So this thing is pretty rad too, because one of the things about Goretex is it can be a little bit more expensive, but once you've had Goretex, you're never going to buy anything else. And this is a great way to be able to get into Goretex, kind of try it out, and then next time you need a new pair of gloves, you're probably going to upgrade to the higher end pair. It's a little bit lighter, has the extra bells and whistles, because you're going to understand how amazing the Goretex actually is, especially in gloves when you're sticking your hands in the snow all day.
And then you got down here, these are great gloves. It's the Mountain Mitt and the Ruckus Pipe Glove. They're both very similar. Light insulation. They've got a durable palm. They've got our sound touch finger and forethumb. Velcro wrist closure, and they're nice and short, both of these. So these are great, year-round gloves. They're great for spring, but they can also take you through deep winter. Sammy Lebke actually competed in the Freeride World Tour with the Mountain Mitt.
Oh, wow.
The entire Freeride World Tour one winter. So we know they work all the way at the top of the Alps,
obviously,
and in Alaska. So yeah, it's a great glove that can take you everywhere. Great value equation with this glove and mitt. Everything you need, nothing you don't, basically.
My right hand isn't going to fit in the left glove, or at least not well.
So give us your take on it.
It feels nice. It almost feels like it has some padding in there too.
Yeah,
so.
there's a little bit. It's like a foam insulation.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Got a little bit of padding. It's comfortable.
Feels nice. I'm still a big glove guy, but these actually feel really, really nice.
And you'll see these on the hands of most of our team riders throughout the year at some point. Everyone from Forrest Bailey to Parker White to Hana Beeman to the whole crew. Hana, why don't you come and give us your take on these? How these worked for you this year?
Look at this. This is a house exclusive. Hana Beeman is here.
Well, now that you ask.
Funny you should ask.
These gloves are awesome. They're kind of the go-to going out there on cold pow days. They're simple, they work, they're comfortable. My hands stay maybe too warm sometimes. They're so good.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah. I mean, they're great, and they're super cute, easy to get on and off, easy to tighten up, adjust. They're pretty much like a awesome go-to mitt.
And a lot of good colors too. That's some prints that'll tie back to some of the jackets and pants, and then obviously some solids that'll go with absolutely everything.
Totally.
And all of our gloves come with a wrist leash, whether it's a nice simple wrist leash or the secure strap that's a little burlier, which is nice. They all come with the sound touch forefinger and thumb, so even the gloves and mitts, you can work your phone. They all come with some sort of insulation to keep your hands warm as well.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So it's a nice collection across the spectrum, and honestly, no matter where you go, you're gonna get something that's gonna work for you at your local resort or your local hill streets, wherever.
Basically, your hands are gonna be warm no matter what, and then as you spend more and you go up, you get more, that's one thing that's nice about the snowboard industry is you're not really spending a lot of extra for a bunch of stuff that doesn't make any sense. So you go up the line and you spend a couple extra bucks, you get those extra features, you get that extra warmth, you get that extra breathability, waterproof, or a combination of all those things. So super rad lineup of gloves and mittens from 686 for the 21-22 season. And if you got any questions about any of this stuff or any of the other 686 stuff at thehouse.com, leave us some comments down below. We're on there every single day trying to answer your questions. We want to make sure we can get you some rad gear that looks cool, but it also works well and keeps your hands nice and warm. Mike, subscribe. Definitely make sure to get that notification bell on too, so you can find out when all the new videos drop. And yeah, whether you need some little bit thinner gloves because you're running hot, or if you need some thicker gloves because your hands are cold all the time, 686 has got you covered. So grab yourself a pair of gloves or mitts and get out and ride, because any day of riding is a good day of riding. These gloves, they fit like a shoe, let me tell you. They're real nice.
Van slip-on.
They're so very, very nice.